What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Go ahead, kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Guys, thank you so much for showing love, especially on the last video, liking, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff. Everyone is welcome, much appreciated. Now, I know there's been a lot of straight outrage right now over the fact that, one, the WNBA has not announced officially that Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year, but also the fact that Nike, the mega endorsement giant behind Caitlin Clark, gave her an 8-year deal, has not posted anything. It has been crickets. And we know Nike is a place where they boost the athletes. After she broke the record for scoring at Iowa, they had a billboard for her. Like, it was in Iowa, front and center, Main Street. We know that she is one of the most popular athletes on their roster, and we know they got LeBron, Giannis, KD, Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart, such and such, both who have their own shoes, by the way, signature shoe. Caitlin's shoe is supposed to be dropping. We don't really know when. It feels like Nike has completely forgotten about her. And my question to y'all, did she make a major mistake signing with Nike over other offers of the likes of Under Armour?
At the start of this year's WNBA season, it was announced that Caitlin Clark signed a massive endorsement deal with Nike. This deal was for 8 years, $28 million with a signature sneaker included. Now, at the time, a lot of us were so excited about this. Nike is obviously the biggest brand in athletic apparel, and Caitlin seemed to be a perfect fit for the brand. $28 million at the time, while some people, including myself, were saying that this might be a little bit too low because of the superstar that she is, it seemed to be like a fantastic deal. Now, since she has signed this contract, you guys, and her WNBA season has come and gone. And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials. We have not seen any ads. We have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise. And we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoes. It is mind-blowing. When the deal was first announced, we also got to see the other offers that were on the table for Caitlin Clark. And as you can see, Under Armour offered her 4 years for $16 million, which by a year-by-year basis, she would actually be making more per year if she had signed with Under Armour. However, it was a shorter deal. Under Armour came to her and said that she could be the face of the women's line on the Steph Curry side because her and Steph's game is so similar. And I feel like looking back in retrospect, that might have been the perfect place for Caitlin, because I feel like Under Armour for sure wouldn't have ignored her this entire season and missed out on so many marketing dollars. The thing that is the most surprising about this is, if you guys remember, when Caitlin Clark was playing at Iowa, Nike ran ads about her. When she broke the record for the most points in NCAA scoring history for both the men and the women, Nike put up this huge billboard that's basically like, if you break it, you own it. And this was in Iowa. They had other ads and things that came out, but since then, it has been cricket.
Look, man, I'm not saying that I agree with everything that Rachel is saying, but she made some valid points, if we being honest. There's been no advertisements, no commercials, no promos, no post on social media celebrating the record-breaking rookie season and her finishing fourth in the MVP race, getting the freaking Indiana Fever back into the playoffs for the first time in like 8 years. There were a lot of wins for Caitlin this year, and the way they did Wemby, we got the logo. We know everything Wemby's about to be looking like. We got the alien logo, the shoes coming soon. They were posting that, man, emphatically. So I'm just wondering, like, why is Caitlin not getting the same treatment as the Rookie of the Year, man? And she is a more bigger draw, more popular name, bigger star right now than Victor Wembanyama. We just got to call it how it is. 2 million people are not tuning in to see Wemby play right now. Maybe this year, But how can you just blatantly ignore Caitlyn and everything she's doing? Like, it is beyond me. It is mind-blowing. They posted Diana Taurasi, gave her farewell, her love after the season. Nike shouts out all their athletes. They have one of the best PR and marketing teams in the game. But for them to go completely cold on Caitlin Clark, it makes you wonder, did she make the right decision? Rachel made a good point about Under Armour's deal. It was shorter, of course, only 4 years, but she has been called and considered and compared as the female Steph Curry. It would have been an obvious fit. We see De'Aaron Fox recently signed to the Curry brand and already has his Swiper signature sneaker out. Already. Caitlyn would have had a shoe this year, I guarantee it, if she'd have went to Under Armour and signed with them. They might have had a better plan, rolling her out, just building her brand, getting her that logo, making commercials with Steph shouting her out as a brand mate. Like, it made too much sense. The commercials would have wrote themselves. The female and the male Steph Curry shooting is at Under Armour, where the real shooters live, man. Like, seriously. Caitlyn has so many similarities. She is the closest thing to Steph Curry we've seen since Steph Curry. It would have been a monumental fit, and we know what he's doing with the women's brand. And the cool thing is, she could have been the face of the entire women's brand, kind of like what Angel Reese is doing with Adidas, or with Reebok, I should say. It would have been kind of the same ordeal. So, do you guys think that she made a genuine mistake? Is she being left behind the curve now compared to some of her other draft mates like Angel Reese with her creative control, and she's already got the signature colorway and designing clothes? Like, Caitlyn could have been on this same wave at Under Armour. She is a brand, and I really don't think she needed Nike. I think Under Armour would have given her more publicity. They would have definitely focused in more on her, given her more attention, and helped her develop her brand even more than it already is. But now she's locked into Nike for the 8 years, the next 8 years, for the foreseeable future. Hopefully they get their act together, man, but maybe she should have went with Under Armour. Under Armour, not the sexiest pick out of Nike, definitely better shoes at Nike, but Caitlin Clark could have changed all that, hand in hand with Steph Curry leading that women's brand and leading Under Armour into a new generation, man. It could have been a match made in heaven, but maybe we'll never know. Maybe Nike will get their act together, though. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Talk to me. Holler at me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff to stay up with the latest and the greatest with the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. And follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. That is a wrap for us. Until next time, we out.